Okay, so last time I showed you how to make a coil like this, and now I'm going to show you how to cut the coil into rings. All you have to do is take the coil, take your wire cutters, find the end of the wire coil right there, line the cutters up with the end, and cut. I just made 2 rings, just like this, open right-handed rings off of that coil. And you just keep doing it over and over again until you get a few hundred or so of these rings, and then you've got a good basis to start your chainmail. Alright, now I'm going to show you the European style 4-in-1 chainmail. Alright, so we start out with these rings. Okay. So you start out by taking 8 closed rings and 3 open rings and making a chain. Alright, so take some closed rings, and all you have to do to bend a ring is to hold it with one plier like this, grab it with the other plier like that, and make a twisting motion with the pliers like that, like this sort of, so that the ring doesn't wind up distorted and it stays flat. This is going to be what is called a 2-in-1 chain, because the links alternate, or the segments in the chain alternate between 1 link and 2. So it's 2-in-1. Alright, so we've got our 8 closed rings and our 3 open rings. Now you take an open ring like this, and you put 4 closed rings onto it, and then you close it. This makes a 4-in-1 unit. The reason it's called 4-in-1 chainmail is because every ring in the pattern, except for the edge rings, go through 4 other rings. So every ring in the pattern goes through 4 others, and that's the reason for the name. Now you take the ring, another open ring, and you put it through 2 rings on the first 4-in-1 pattern you made, and then you take 2 more closed rings, slide it on, and close it. See how you're making a 2-in-1 chain? So now you take another open ring, put it through the 2, put 2 more on, close it, and now you have your 7-segmented 2-in-1 chain. Now, when you make this chainmail, this is your first step to making a strip of chainmail, just like this one. This is what we're going to be making. Just some basic 4-in-1 chainmail, and it's 7 links wide. So to make a strip like this, you need a chain this long. This chain's length determines how wide the strip is going to be. So now you take this chain and you lay it flat on the table like so, so that the 2 ring segments are leaning one way and the 1 ring segments are leaning the other way. And now you're going to take an open ring and you're going to put it through this ring downward and then back up through this ring. So it's going to go between or through these 2 rings like so. Like that, down that one and up that one like so. And then you close it. Just like that. Okay. Now you have a ring there. Now you're going to add 2 more rings through these 2, and then through this one and that one, to make another row of 3. Because basically this pattern is 4 rings, 3 rings, 4 rings, 3 rings, and it keeps repeating. Okay, so you take another open ring and you put it through there, just like this. I'll show you. Like that. You take another one. There you go. Now you have another row of 3. Now you're going to take another open ring to start a row of 4, and you're going to put it just through this ring. And then you're going to put another one through on this ring, because the edge rings only go through 1 ring instead of 2. So through here, and then these 2 middle ones are going to go through this one, and then through that one and that one to make another row of 4. So just like this. The first step is to put a ring through there and close it. Okay, and then you go through. That's what you wind up with. The start of another 4-ring row. So now we do that again. To finish off that row. Okay. So now you have a piece of chainmail that looks like this. Basic chainmail. If you continue the pattern out, you'll wind up with a strip that looks like this. Okay? It's the same pattern, except extended. Alright? That's basically all you need to know about making chainmail 4-in-1 pattern. You continue this pattern out to make a long strip like this, and then you can join the strips together, which I'll show you how to in the next video, to join strips of chainmail together. I usually do it by making, a long strip just like this, and then I make another strip, and then I join them together, and then I join them to the rest of the chainmail. So, that's basically how you make chainmail. Okay, that's 4-in-1 pattern. There are other patterns online that you can find on a website called maleartisans.org that I go to, so that you can learn more different kinds of weaves, because this is called a weave, a 4-in-1 weave. And you can also find patterns, which is, instructions on how to make something out of the chainmail weave, like a shirt or a bracelet or whatever. But yeah, you can also look on YouTube, because YouTube is where I learned how to make chainmail. In fact, I'm on YouTube right now. But yeah, so that's pretty much all you need to know. And on my next video, I'm going to show you how to join pieces of chainmail together. And until then, good luck making chainmail.